This is a boat intended for us to use as a family up at our family cabin in northern Minnesota. So let's hop inside. I just want to give you a full rundown on what I did to turn this thing into just a totally kick-butt boat. And it's one that we've been having a lot of fun with. I have a 12-inch Solix in the back and dual 10-inch screens up front. The mounts that we've used in this boat are really designed to optimize the viewing experience, the viewing angle and height adjustability for people of different sizes. So this is a Beatdown Outdoors stack. I'll provide the exact product details in the video description, but you can see we can turn this, we can raise this, and I could actually, I'll lower it, I could actually unscrew this top cap and add another mounting pole to thread in here if I really wanted to raise this, but it's already plenty high for this boat. So this has been one of the cooler mounts that I've seen, and they made a big splash in the rigging scene just because of that flexibility and providing the perfect viewing angle. I still have a gimbal mounted so I can change my viewing or my angles of the actual fish finders here. I can turn this and I can raise and lower it. So that gives me a whole lot of customization. You know, for example, a crappie angler may want that screen up in their grill. Well, I can do that with this setup. Not the biggest boat in the world, so 12-inch screen seemed a little overkill. And because I don't have a raised deck here, I'm standing ground level, and these electronics are already really high. I mean, that's pretty much in my face. So this has made it made for a really nice forward-facing application, just being right up on those units like that. In the back, size does matter a little bit more for me. One thing I've gotten used to running a bass boat, and we've ran 15 and now 16 and Apex 16 on our wire to fish bass boat, is having a screen that's this far away. It's a lot of information. I'm in close proximity to it. I have a high screen resolution, and I actually am close enough to the screen where I can pick out those little details like fish on side imaging. With the tiller boat, you're naturally going to be further away, and as this Lund comes rigged stock, a lot of those units get mounted back there. I didn't want that because I didn't want to, number one, be driving like this and then looking back behind me and taking my line of sight off the front of the boat. I kind of had to get creative here, and I decided to go with a mount off of the rod locker actually. So this Beatdown Outdoors flex mount was a really good application to get this fish finder up and then in my face if I want to. So I can loosen this lower knob here, which allows that unit to angle down, tighten it here, and I'm gonna loosen this one and pull it out. Now all I need to do is adjust that gimbal bracket, change my viewing angle, and now I got that fish finder, you know, the same distance as I would in the console. Nice deal for, you know, side imaging in particular, where you're looking for little grains of rice. You know, fish can be tough to see, so you need to be up on your unit a little bit. And then with the touch screen here, I can take advantage of all of the Humminbird touchscreen functionality. And I still have plenty of adjustability. If I loosen this knob a little bit, I mean, I can rotate it some, and then, you know, maybe I don't need it that close. I can lower it some. That's about perfect right there. And then I'd say 90% of the time I do just keep it up in this stow location. One of the keys to this setup for me was reinforcing the sidewall. This boat wasn't designed to put a heavy unit hanging off the side of this aluminum. So I put some 3/4 inch plywood on the back side. I didn't want to blow a whole sheet of 4x8 marine decking, so I just did standard plywood from, you know, Home Depot. And then I did actually put a coat of polyurethane on it. I did angle iron brackets on the bottom to tie it to the floor. That, in my mind anyways, helped distribute this weight down to the floor. And then the bracket itself comes with this nice backer here. So, you know, plenty solid. I'm not concerned about this from a stability standpoint whatsoever. And then this is a TH Marine braided sheath. This is pretty slick just for cable management. I ran it up front too. It's kind of fun going OCD on this rig out a little bit. It just gives me some, you know, I can take this slack if I don't need it and put that extra cabling, you know, in the rod locker. Or if I want to bring that fish finder out closer to me, I'll just pull more of that out as needed. So a couple zip ties, seal it up, and you can see up front, I use that braided sheathing, I think is what you would call it. I'll provide a link to it as well. So just a clean install on this boat. And so far, I mean, it's been working excellently. I've been out a ton with the kids, and my dad's been out catching fish with it. Tricked out ride that allows us to fish hard, but not have to maintain the boat hard.